That was really good. Beautiful. It's set up. I've been set up.
It's all a trick.
I've been set up.
There was no joke. This joke goes right through.
Brought to you by Nature's Wildberry.
Sweetness without a sweetener. Fight commentary breakdowns. You guys had previously watched without our commentary, so now we have Nature's Wildberry in our system, and we are gonna do some fight commentary.
This is the Uprise MMA Sunday open mat roll.
I see.
And here's Kyle and Sean.
That's right.
Getting that arm bar real quick.
That's right. And the angle that Rob mentioned to me earlier.
Yeah, Kyle here in the shorts instead of the rash guard. He is really, really good about pinching those knees together and just peeling those arms apart. Mm-hmm. He's doing a good job of folding Sean up. Mm-hmm. And see how he controls Sean's hips. Really good, stapling the arm here with his knee, and you'll see here he's just sort of jimmying. He's trying to get that. He's trying to see if he can test out that straight arm lock there, but Sean's really strong, so he switches like he's going to go to the Americana, and then he goes, nope, I'm going to take this arm. So he's got it laced up here, and now Sean could figure for his arms and try and defend this here, but it's just not enough time. And Kyle's really good at putting his elbow crevice into Sean's wrist and peeling those hands apart.
Exactly, and we're going to watch that in slow motion or just a little step by step.
This is such a nuanced thing that's really important because sometimes people will get to this position, especially if they're like in a spider, whatever it may be, and they'll sit here and they'll just try and tug on this arm for a long period of time, and they'll never figure out exactly how to peel these arms apart in order to finalize the arm bar. What I like to do is I like to often reach across and grab, in this case it would be Sean's right elbow. I like to grab that right elbow and then pull both arms towards me. And it extends both arms.
I see. So you would go this way.
But what Kyle's really good about is if you go back, you can see that Kyle puts the crevice of his left elbow into Sean's wrist here.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. And that's just, in terms of physics, that's just a much stronger fulcrum going against a less strong fulcrum.
Makes sense. I mean, when you're choking someone, you're also using this crevice to go into their neck. So, you have a lot of strength, a lot of leverage.
And as soon as that arm is peeled apart, Sean knows time to tap.
Yeah.
And you can see, like, Kyle's got really good extension here. He really doesn't have to do a whole lot of pulling strength-wise. All he's doing is he's got the very end of the lever here. I mean, like, if this is where the maximum torque is at the very end of this lever.
Yep.
And so he's just sitting back.
Yeah.
He's just sitting and calmly and patiently, and this is what high level belts do, is they're very patient and calm. Sean's I love Sean's smile on the bottom, because he knows this is a good roll.
Yeah.
So he's having a good time doing it.
And for those of you watching, a way to think about torque is this is why doorknobs are not in the center of the door. That's why they're on one of the sides.
Yeah.
Because on one of the sides, you have maximum torque from the hinge.
Exactly right.
Yep. And then a little thing I'll just mention earlier is when I said angle earlier, we could see it real quickly here. So when he gets the armbar this time, look at how he doesn't go straight. There's a little bit going towards the knees, and this is something that Rob mentioned to me, something I see higher belts doing a lot. So look at that. He kind of goes more towards this direction.
Yeah, you can see that he's using his left leg to keep Sean's left arm away from gripping. So he's preventing that arm from supporting his other arm, and then he goes either towards the knees or goes towards the head. In this case, he's going towards the knees, because Sean's strength, his muscles are not designed to pull in that direction. If he was just 90 degrees out, Sean would be a lot stronger, but because Kyle's angling off towards his knees now, it's much harder for Sean to resist him.
Exactly. And as we say that a person's strength is not designed for this angle, there's going to be some freak of nature who can do it.
Sure, and Sean's exceptionally strong.
Yeah, he is. Sean is. He's big too. He's strong and big.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're here now. All right.
Got my hot lemon water with cinnamon and my Nature's Wild Berry right now. So
That's
good.
Right. That's right.
This is Uprise MMA at Inglewood and Venice area in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And these guys are really great. They've got some really amazing teachers coming in, like Gustavo Gasparin. And the owner is Pete. And Pete's a really, really nice guy, really great guy. Really good Muay Thai and really good Jiu Jitsu there.
Oh,
so
nice.
They're starting off here in half guard. And you can see Kyle's keeping calm, even though Sean's got really strong top pressure. It's really exhausting, to be honest with you. And Sean's so strong he could probably just make you tap just from crushing you, but Kyle's just keeping his cool here, being careful to not push his arm across. A lot of times people will try and cross face here, and then Sean would get that arm triangle. Good scramble. You can see Kyle's got that angle going directly into Sean's shoulder, hitting that shoulder directly on the mat. And even though Sean's really good at butterfly guard and sweeping from this position, Kyle's doing a really good job of keeping Sean's shoulders pinned to the mat. And that allows them to sort of play this foot game here. You can see that once Sean got underhooks, he was able to retain that butterfly guard.
I see.
That's really good on Sean's part.
Wow. And I think that's it for this segment. But
yeah, let's just appreciate Sean's
yeah,
cardio.
Exactly.
Look at that. Yeah, ladies. Sean is single.
Oh yeah. So like you said here, look at the. So, right about here. He concentrates pressure.
And Kyle's also aware to not be caught in an entanglement, right? He's making sure that there's no ashigarami here, and he's just being very aware of the shoulder pressure, and at the same time not letting Sean get him into a ashigarami.
Wow. So much great stuff to learn when you see higher belts.
These guys are really good. You can just see, like, look at the places that Kyle is placing his hands, in terms of maintaining that side control here, right? And then Sean does a good job of trying to go back on the inside, right? So here Sean's going to try and push this arm across so that he can retain his half guard, right? So
look at that. And then
Sean does a really good butterfly sweep from this position.
I see.
Boom, he just passed the knee.
Past the knee, yeah.
And that's a really good important part right there, because if he wanted to, he could wrap his ankles around those two knees and then just sort of sit, in that position for a second and then inch his way up the body.
Wow. Khabib did that to Conor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just knee wrap him,
Yeah. And then...
grabbing onto those shorts. Nobody saw that, Sean, don't worry. See how Sean's doing a good job of keeping his knees high. He's keeping his knee in between him and Kyle.
I see.
That's really good. Really good defense.
Makes sense. Get something between you and the other person. Don't let the person on you.
Kyle's got really good balance.
Look at that. Yeah.
See that? The force is going directly down into Sean's right shoulder. Right?
Yeah.
And he's just keeping that pinned. Pin.
Wow.
So he's basically doing a handstand.
Exactly. I saw that. Look at that.
So, I mean, if you want to think of, you can almost think of a human body as like almost like a car, where it's got like the two axles, right, and the spine. And so, if you keep the shoulders pinned down on the mat, it's really hard for them to rotate, right? And if you keep the face or the head pinned in a certain direction, it's very difficult because people don't want to move their neck like that.
Exactly.
They don't want to torque their neck like that. So if you pin the pelvis bone, or if you pin the shoulders or the head, the neck, you've got your opponent stuck. Right? And I've had like really high level black belts. I remember one time Lucas Perez just sat on my pelvis bone, and there was absolutely nothing I could do. I couldn't move at all.
Oh my God.
It's just because my pelvis bone was stapled to the ground.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So a lot of good lessons, people. And Uprise MMA, very thank you for letting us film.
Yeah.
And we will, for those of you watching Fight Commentary Breakdowns, we will have a lot more footage.
Yeah, check out Uprise MMA in Inglewood and Venice, and we'll do a couple more videos from there as we can.
That's right. And also check out Nature's Wild Berry.
Yeah.
And if you do, leave a comment. Let us know that you checked it out.
And Sean's Instagram is Moltown, MOLTOWN.
MOLTOWN. And he's got really funny videos on there.
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
And he's been on the channel before, so Fight Commentary Breakdowns, Jerry and Rob.
All right, go practice your butterfly guards.
That's right.